Hey folks, how are things? It's Erica again, and it's nice to have you back on my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna learn how to trade. We will go over when to trade and for how long to trade. You must be wondering, what's the alarm clock for? Well, we'll talk about time management. Meanwhile, I'll be trading binary options, so make sure you watch this video up to the end. In the description below this video, you will find a link to my Telegram channel, where you can ask me any questions. Besides, you will find a link to my private Telegram channel there, where I share my daily trading signals. Send me a direct message in my private Telegram channel and get my personal link for PocketOption registration, which will give you a 50% bonus to your deposit. Now, let's go to PocketOption and let's get going. On the screen, you see a price chart of the Australian dollar-Swiss franc currency pair, which has the highest payout on our broker. Trading will take place on the M1 time frame, and technical indicators I'm using today are the Downtrend channel, the CCI, the Arun, which have standard settings. I see the price growth and open an up trade for 1 minute with $300 in. The reason for this decision was the behavior of the CCI indicator, because its line did not change its upward movement when the price rebounded from the local maximum. This was the main signal for me about a possible price increase. And while the trade is on, I want to note that unlike stock trading, which is tied to a schedule, the foreign exchange market, which we see on the chart, works around the clock. Therefore, many new traders begin a round-the-clock life. Everyone is nervous, or they do not know when it is better to work and when to have rest. Therefore, let's figure out how to use our time, and this is no less important than working with risks and money management. And our trade was confidently completed and brought us $276 of profit. So, in currency trading, we have 24 hours a day, and this is great. However, most new traders have a job, which means there are only a few hours left for trading, which is bad. Therefore, the first thing to do is to decide when exactly you're trading. Ask yourself a simple question, say, when do I have free time? Think of trading as a job that is done in a clearly designated period. Let's say I trade from 8 to 10 p.m. Great. These are your trading hours. Now let's open a down trade for 1 minute with $300 in. Here the situation is reversed, the price is rising and the CCI line is in a horizontal position, thereby indicating a possible price decline. Let's continue. You have decided on the trading hours. Now do everything so that no one interferes with you at this time. Finish all your business before this trading period. Assign it completely for trading. Consistency is the key to success. If you trade from time to time, jumping between the charts when you have free minutes, well, then you're just playing. And it will end as it always ends for non-professionals, the loss of your deposit and self-confidence. Next, you should focus on specific markets. Choose their increased volatility for trend strategies or reduced for strategies in consolidation. Well, another trade ends with a profit and brings us $276. Moving on, you have decided on the trading hours. This period is your only chance to earn. If you miss it, you will only be left with a situation for risky trading. Therefore, all your business ends before 8 p.m. Turn off your social media and other distracting elements. It takes only 2 hours to trade. Even if you miss this insignificant period by spending it on domestic chores or scrolling on the internet, you will not become a professional. I will open another down trade. The situation has not changed. The CCI indicator is in a horizontal position, but taking into account the fact that the red line of Arun, responsible for the downward movement, is above the level of 70 and the blue line is about 0, this indicates the strength of the bearish trend, and I expect further price decline. Returning to our topic, I would like to note that trading is an occupation. It is potentially your new permanent job. Treat it responsibly, or you can spit on any rules and periods. Just play when you get a free minute, and after a couple of months you will quit this business after losing a certain amount of money. When everything is determined, it's time to prepare for trading. Do not trade when you're hungry. Prepare your body and mind. I'm always preparing. And this allows me to make a profit, as for example now, another $276 is sent to our account. Let's continue. Yes, an amateur trader has little time, very little time. Not all financial markets are open when we are behind the charts, but this is not a problem. You just need to adapt. Select 2 or 3 assets, rewind the chart further back, and look at the history of the price behavior on average. You will immediately find a lot of interesting patterns that you can use. Another option is to go through 10 to 20 assets at once in search of those that these 2 trading hours will demonstrate the behavior you need. However, believe me, if you behave more quietly, you will continue. If you run through a bunch of assets, attention immediately dissipates and you get tired quickly. It's not easy to work with even one asset. If you want to immediately complicate trading 10 times, start small, 2 or 3 currency pairs. Become an expert in your field. Study these 2 or 3 assets to be a professional in them. Then, I see the rebound that has occurred and open a down trade for 1 minute with $300 in. Here, despite the signals from the indicators, I believe that the price will try to decline again. Let's wait, but now we'll continue the conversation. For profits and losses, it is necessary to set clear limits. This is extremely important. Beginners very often overestimate their strength and, forgetting about money management, try to recoup after a series of failures. Similarly, for profits, if everything works out for me, I will definitely go beyond my limits from 20 to 22 o'clock, and they will stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning without noticing how fatigued I've become. The market has changed. Concentration has been disrupted. You have already lost more than you earned. And my prediction was fulfilled, and I brought another $276. Again, we turn to the search of an entry point to the next trade. The simplest solution is that you should have a limit not only for losses but also to income. For example, a beginner can set himself the task of increasing the balance by 1 to 5% a day. If you have achieved this, stop trading immediately. That's enough. Do something else. Move away from the charts altogether. Do you think it's not enough? Well, 1% of income per day is 5% of income per week, or 22% of income per month. Should I remind you how much a bank interest per year is? That's it. Even 1% a day, stable and steady, is a great result. Well, 5% a day of income is, by the way, more than 155% per month. The limit should not be only for profits but also for losses. It's not necessary to rely on luck in trading. The worst idea of all is which smells like a casino. Set yourself a loss limit, and when it is exceeded, stop trading. Just stop. That's it. In the meantime, I am opening a new $300 down trade for 1 minute. The last candle was able to move the lower limit of the downtrend, and I'm still waiting for the decline to continue. At the same time, the CCI line does go up, indicating a possible price increase. There are no clear signals from Arun. Its lines are decreasing, which indicates a period of consolidation, but I'm not expecting it yet. Back to our topic. If yesterday was a bad day, do not try to recoup everything the next day. Remember what your profit limit is. We have reached 5 or 10 or 20%. How much you have assignated yourself, that's it, we stopped. Even if you have 5 unsuccessful days in a row, work according to your plan. This is the only thing that will save you and slow down the reduction of your deposit. Otherwise, any step aside and you will say goodbye to your account. And our trade did not bring any profit, a refund. While this happens, there are losses. We'll see how the things go, and we'll talk about the cases when it is necessary to stop trading. It is extremely difficult for most novice traders to stop. They will not follow the rules described here, and they will realize their mistakes only after a while. They will understand that you cannot trade when you're tired. It is a self-destructive practice. You cannot trade when you're not ready for it. You cannot trade at random. And I see that the downtrend has started, and I opened a down trade for 1 minute with $300 in. Here all our indicators gave the same signals. The CCI line was going down, the red Arun line was approaching the level of 100, and the blue one was no higher than 30. The lower Donchian border has shifted down. All this showed me about possible decline in price. Now we just have to wait. Back to the conversation. When your time allocated for trading is over, stop. Take a deep, even breath. Step away from the schedule for at least 5 minutes. Try to put everything out of your head and think about what you will do tomorrow. That's all for today. You did everything you could, no matter how well it went. Make your conclusions about the past trading hours, noting the pros and cons. And now, the time of the trade is coming to an end. And it brings me the same $276. So, look at the economic news, study what happened to the market. And it is desirable that all this happens also during your trading hours. Such rules allow you to set up trading for people who are extremely limited in time due to office work. By the way, if the time for trading is limited, you need to make the most of it. If you have a whole day for trading, on one hand, it gives you a lot of opportunities, and on the other hand, it increases the risk of overtrading, excessive enthusiasm. For no one has become healthier from hours of continuous contemplation of graphs. By the way, about the charts, or rather about our chart, here the price tried to grow and even reached the average line of the Donchian indicator, but as soon as it happened, the price began its decline. The situation is contradictory. The signals are different, but I opened a down trade for 1 minute with $300 in. As you can see, the CCI line is going up, which indicates a possible price increase, and Arun, on the contrary, showed a decrease, and I agreed with Arun because I think the bearish trend has not ended yet, and the price will be able to decrease. Let's talk a little more about time. If your time is limited, then in binary options you can do trades with a long expiration date. The thoughtful analysis of the daily charts affect trading only in the most positive way. For professionals living on trading, everything is different. They have all day to trade. This does not mean they spend it all trading. This is not the case at all. Usually only a few hours are spent, but they can open a trade at any time. They have full control of their trading time. And the time of our trade has ended, and it has brought us $276 again. And it so happened that the trading session came to an end, and we can recap on the results. And they're pretty nice, to my way of thinking. 6 successful trades brought us $1,656. There was another trade that came back to us with a refund. On top of that, we covered the question, what kind of time management you need? What do you need to pay attention to get your kicks from trading, not only a profit? So take your time to think it over. The market is here to stay. Get yourself together, put everything in its place, and in no time, you'll see how this will improve your results. I hope you'll make good use of this information, and it will help you make money on binary options. That said, if you're not experienced enough, this is essential that you carefully assess the current market situation before entering a trade. By and large, I recommend you to use the indicators whose signals you can read, for this helps reduce the risk and make a profit in the long term. I would like to encourage you guys to keep trading binary options, because as we can see, the analysis techniques are super simple here. And before we say goodbye, in the description below this video, you will find a link to my Telegram channel, where you can ask me any questions you have. You will also find a link to my private Telegram channel there, where I share my daily trading signals. And more, if you direct message me on my private Telegram channel, you will receive a personal link to the PocketOption registration, which will give you a whopping 50% bonus to your deposit for free. Now, dear friends, this is a pretty nice offer and I do hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for being with me all this time. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please like it, subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you don't miss a thing. That's about all for today. Good luck in the market. Take care, folks, and see you soon in the next videos.